About 3 inches of the white stuff has fallen, and the prognosticators say still 3 to 5 more to come tonight in Chicago as we welcome you to football under the lights at snowy Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Walker off the play fake. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Walker from the gun. He'll throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Walker, the intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. But now it'll be 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team himself.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Boston Scott, his first carry. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Off play action. Walker. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Boston Scott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready? 180. Check 55 for Mike. And we got to get to the ball.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Gurley, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 52. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Hey, switch gears. Shit.
Throwing on first down. Walker. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Vikings.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Scott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 17, Walker. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
We got 6 on deck.
Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Newton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
55. I got you.
From the gun, here's Newton. He'll rifle this, and he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
I'm coming for you, son.
Now Walker on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Check my 46. I got you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Mike 46.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. Complete to Hilton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Newton on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
To throw is Walker. Off play action. Flush to his right. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now Newton on first down. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Walker now off the play fake. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You got to do the tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Well, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Good. Great.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And the catch made by Hilton. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Newton. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Walker. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder,
and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Todd Gurley His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Newton throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Vikings, the win for them is number 6 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.